Hello, friends, and welcome to the weekly moon update for the week of April 8th through the 14th. I waited a little bit too long to film this video. I was trying to wait long enough so that I could start to feel the eclipse energy and feel more confident about talking about it. And then I just waited too long, and I am filming this the day before, and it's Mercury Retrograde. I have low energy, and my face camera isn't working anyways. So this is going to be a kind of quicker, shorter video for the week, but I also feel like I just need to practice what I preach, and that is if we have low energy, especially around the new moon, that we should take it easy, be more gentle and kind on ourselves. So I'm going to take some of my own medicine. As far as news and updates, I recently finally finalized the spring schedule, and that is posted in Discord. If it's not on Facebook yet already, it will be soon. So you can find all of the community events and live streams that will be happening for the rest of the spring until about June. That's always pinned in the schedule section in Discord. And we have a new moon solar eclipse week here today. So let's jump into the energy of this week. So April in general is kind of a really big month for us astrologically. There are two significant, some astrologers are saying the most significant things that are happening in 2024, and they're both happening this month in April. We're having a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in a couple of weeks on April 20th. And then this week we're having the infamous new moon in Aries solar eclipse. If you don't have any plans for the eclipse yet, I suggest you get going with them, because even if you are not on the path of totality, you probably have a good chance to at least get some partial eclipse viewing. And I highly, highly recommend you just experience it for yourself. Typically, a new moon in Aries is about letting go and releasing, burning away things that we don't want anymore, using that fire energy to transmute energy, burn it away, let it go. And then also using the rest of this Aries season and the Aries new moon to set intentions about how you're going to start moving forward with your plans, how you're going to start taking action on things, and how you're just going to jumpstart spring. And the lovely thing about Aries energy is that right after that, we have earthy Taurus energy that's going to bring us down to the ground. Aries is very volatile and action and let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then Taurus brings us back down to the ground and helps us kind of get our footing, get our foundation, kind of stabilize things a little bit. And so we have that Aries energy all day Monday. The eclipse is happening at 2:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The moon is new at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right after that. And then it will start to transition to early Tuesday morning, and we will officially be in Taurus at 11:24 a.m. Tuesday morning. So we're going to feel all of this fire and action happening on April 8th. Then we can kind of get grounded and stable throughout the middle of the week, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and even into the morning hours of Thursday. Then on Thursday, we are moving into Gemini around 10:03 a.m. and we'll officially be in Gemini at 1:03 p.m. Thursday afternoon. So what I usually recommend with a Gemini moon that is this close to a new moon is this is when you're finally starting to actually proclaim and announce, write down, and communicate your new moon intentions. Aries is about that process and that movement and that action. Taurus gives us a foundation and stability. And then Gemini can really kind of set things in stone. Start to make those connections of how networking and like how are you going to take this action? Who could you ask for help? How can you communicate your needs and how can you just communicate your desires to the universe? And we'll be in Gemini energy for Thursday afternoon, all day Friday, and almost all of Saturday too. We will start to transition into Cancer around 2:45 p.m. and then officially be in Cancer in the early evening on Saturday. And that means we'll have a lazy self-care Sunday to rest, relax, practice self-care, take care of ourselves, deal with any emotions that might come up with that watery energy that's Cancer. And it's really interesting to look at the week as a whole here. Normally with a new moon to a waxing crescent moon, you're having this escalation. We're here at the dark moon down here, and then the moon is slowly increasing with light and energy here. But I feel like with the eclipse energy, we're having this peak up here with all of this fire and the eclipse and all of the hype and everybody's talking about it. And then Taurus is going to bring us down a little bit. Gemini is just going to like bring us into like that more mental activity, like thinking about things. And then Cancer is going to be like on Sunday, we're just going to be able to crash, hopefully, and just practice self-care. So it's almost like normally a waxing crescent week will have this upscale or uptick of energy, but I do kind of feel like we're going to have this kind of slight decrease. And then we'll be able to kind of have that fresh start, that first quarter moon energy next week that finally gets us like moving a little bit. So our card for this week is number 44, Group Consciousness, Embrace Oneness. In the golden future, we will understand oneness as they did in Lemuria. The beings of that golden age had a group consciousness. They were all tuned in to one another and acted for the highest good of all. Migrating birds move as one, and they learned this in Lemuria. It is a very advanced state of being and will be possible for all when the navel chakras of humanity are fully awake. When the population lives as one, unimaginable blessings occur. As an individual, you feel totally supported and experience pure happiness and joy. You are in the flow of the universe, and you can powerfully create with others for the benefit of the whole world. Then, advanced spiritual technology, beyond anything that was developed in the golden era of Atlantis, will be downloaded to our world. When we live in oneness, life becomes the most wonderful and beautiful experience for everyone. Receiving this card suggests it is time to embrace oneness in your daily life. To do this, develop your navel chakra where community love and togetherness are held. Practice tuning in to the auric field and feelings of others. Then visualize your glorious magenta soul star chakra opening and expanding like a magnificent flower so that you attune to all at a soul level. Practice connecting with others to take decisions for everyone's benefit. Master Marco, a high priest in Atlantis, represents the highest galactic confederation in the solar system, the capital of which is on Saturn. This is overseen by the Council of Nine, an advanced group of consciousness that is the ultimate example of oneness. Here, Master Marco holds the technological information of all the universe within a vast, unbelievably high-frequency quartz crystal skull. Send a ray of light from your soul star to Master Marco's crystal skull and prepare to accept downloads of cosmic information that will illuminate your journey. So this is the Golden Future Oracle deck by Diana Cooper, and it speaks to the new Earth that we are all working towards, which is a more collective conscious, group conscious, peaceful world where everyone is uplifted and supported. And so I feel like how this card could relate to the energy of this week is, first of all, Aries and fire can be very volatile. So I think that it's important to keep that in mind while we are making our way through this eclipse week, to just keep in mind that, hey, we don't know what everybody else is going through. Emotions, you might have emotions come up and might be difficult to deal with. So like, don't project your stuff onto other people, but also kind of be forgiving if somebody is projecting stuff on you, because everybody, especially people that are not spiritually connected, might not know how to handle the things that come up. And if you experience a fiery, volatile Aries, combative, conflictive situation, to take a few moments to breathe, connect, try to stay grounded and centered, and to not react. Because when we react in an emotional way, it's usually not for the betterment of everybody. You know, like you always say things that you regret when you're in a heightened situation. So just be mindful that we don't know what anybody else is going through, and to try to be loving and kind and forgiving of other people, but also to yourself as well. Like if situations come up from your past that are difficult to deal with, be loving and forgiving with yourself. And you can use that fire energy to burn those difficult thoughts or feelings away, transmute them, transform them. And our chakra card for this week is Unbridled Passion. So like I said with the other card, when Aries and fire energy can be volatile and conflictive, at the same time, it can also be creative and passionate, and that sacral chakra energy of creativity and passion. So you are passion incarnate. Your seductive and sensual energy weaves your relationships with intensity, reconnecting you with ecstasy of creation, both within and without. Your soul is nourished by your desires, allowing you to manifest your deepest and truest intentions with enthusiasm. Let this wild, sexy energy flow freely from you. It is one of your soul gifts. Cultivate it accordingly. So this again is the sacral chakra. The crystal they recommend is Shiva Lingam, and the herb is licorice. So what happens when we burn away unwanted emotions? It leaves more room for our inner fire to grow and burn brightly. And that's going to lead to inspiration and passion and creativity. The crystal that we have for this week is bloodstone, a perfect stone for healing of any kind. It strengthens the root chakra and promotes closure and healing in emotional situations. It gives you the confidence to face challenges, instills the courage to move forward, and carries encouraging, comforting energy. Bloodstone is a healer across both physical and spiritual planes. The affirmation is, I am worthy of healing, mind, body, and spirit. So hopefully this eclipse is going to help us balance those emotions that come up, re-inspire and make room for creativity, and to truly heal and transmute and move forward with this beautiful new earth that we are trying to co-create together. All right, you guys, thank you for being patient with me today as I try to conserve my dark moon energy. And thank you for always being there with me. I can't wait to see we are all going to create together. I did use a lot of my energy, which is probably why I'm super drained right now, to create a pick a card reading for the Aries new moon. So if you haven't checked that out already, please go over to YouTube and get yourself a pick a card reading. They were very, very powerful and very, very intense readings. And I just want to thank you so much for being here. And we will see you next week for a regular weekly moon update. Oh. Oh, shoot. I forgot the camera's not working. Oh, well.